What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your magic card needs. Some more Tarkir, Dragonstorm. I will not be a Debbie Downer. We will just jump into our draft and do the thing. Pick one, pack one, Surok, Elusive Hunter. Very nice 3-mana rare. Just the perfect card, really. It's not like some insane-o bomb, of course, but man, you can't really beat what it does for 3 mana. So that's going to be my easy pickup here. Losing out on a Rally the Monastery. Nice versatile white removal slash pump slash creatures card. Formation Breaker's great. There's a Sagu Wildling, Shock Brigade. We take Surok, and we say, what can we do from that? Dragon Sniper's not terrible, though I don't normally take this very, very high. Wingblade Disciple is quite nice. There is a Piercing Exhale and Dragon's Prey for some removal. I think you could go a bunch of different routes here. I kind of lean towards removal. But there's a part of me that just kind of wants to take the Dragon Sniper. It's kind of like a removal spell. Salt Road Pack Beast also very, very good. Yeah, I don't think there's one card that's like leagues above another here. I think you could take any of the cards that I mentioned and be okay with it. I guess the Disciple is probably the highest upside play and a card that can also just kind of win by itself. Okay, Molten Exhale's great. Frontline Rush is very good. There's a Caustic Exhale here. Let's go with the powerful 2-mana removal spell. Into, what is this? Maybe a Sagu Pummeler? If I wanted to stay real open, we could take some of these Mardu-looking cards. But Pummeler is one of the better green commons. Just tends to do the perfect amount of work. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Constrictor Mage, not very high on my priority list of blue cards. Almost want to just take the Keru Goldkeeper here if we're going to take a blue card. It's a dragon as well, so does get a little bit of a boost in terms of value. Could now just take the Dismal Backwater if we wanted. There's a Champion of Doosan here. I've been really happy with the Champion of Doosan. Actually, in my mono green deck that I played the other day on stream as I was going through the mono coloreds, green did really well just as a result of, kind of curving out with bigger creatures early on, and then just a couple of tricks or whatever could really push it through. Kind of down to take the champ here. Maybe we could do another mono green deck. Who knows? If you do go mono green, you really need to get the 2-drops though. Whether it be like the Inoc or the Formation Breaker, though that's uncommon. The Leopard, very good as a 2-drop. As we see another Sagu Pummeler here. There's also a Kishla Village. Not a terrible land if we wanted to just take that. And this is another pack I'm not particularly enthralled by. Let's take another Pummeler. Very late Sagu Wildling. Wow, 8th pick Sagu Wildling's kind of nuts. Yeah, that's probably the best green common, so seeing it go 8th pick is a very, very good sign for green at the very least. It's kind of like seeing those Sib-Sig Appraisers go so late. You're just like, what is going on? Especially in pack 1, you know? It could be Teamer, could be Sultai, could be 5-color, could be mono green. Could be anything our heart desires, really. Formation Breaker coming back. Ooh, that is a hot one. Okay. That's very good. Formation Breaker can just win the game on its own. It's not very hard. You play it on turn 2, you manage to give it a counter on turn 3, which there are plenty of ways to do so, and then maybe just hold up like one Snakeskin Veil type card. There have been many games in this format where I just win off of a turn 2 Formation Breaker and basically nothing else. Dragon Sniper Wield too. Okay, so nobody wants green. This would actually be a perfect spot to kind of just force the mono green, or soft force even the mono green. Well, I'm never going to play the Crotic Nest Guard. I'll take the Essence Anchor because we already have a few renew things. I mean, green-black, like 1/1 counters is also not crazy to think. Let's go to pack 2. Another Sagu Wildling here. Let's see, the Dragonland is solid, but not what we want. Dragonstorm's good. Skirmish is good. War Effort's very good. Could I do a green deck? Or maybe, man, could I do like a Gruul deck? That would be kind of interesting. What if I took the War Effort here and did like a weird Gruul deck? Not that the green creatures really need War Effort. Wildling's just going to be better. Another Teeming Dragonstorm. There's also a Corroding Dragonstorm this time. Whirlwing Stormbrood in the pack. I mean, blue-green is a thing if you're going to be 2-color base. Because then you could splash either black for Sultai or red for Teamer. Alright, we'll take the Stormbrood. Yeah, and another one. Sure. And actually, I mean, these are just not bad as, you know, ways to buff up your creature. Like turn 2 Formation Breaker, turn 3 the Dynamic Soar. Makes your Formation Breaker a, what, 6/6 effectively unblockable? I could see that. I am on mono creatures right now. I have 0 tricks of any kind. That's a pretty good Sultai card if we wanted to. Okay, well, and especially with 2 Sagu Wildlings, I probably can't pass that up. Is this a dragon? Oh, this is a snake, right? Yeah. These are some very powerful Sultai creatures, that's for sure. Jungle Hollow looks good. Oh, Dispelling Exile is also actually insane. Yeah, I'd rather take the card than the fixing, as weird as that is. With 2 Sagu Wildlings, I'm a little bit less concerned about my mana. Plus, what, I have 5 dragons right now, so the Dispelling Exhale's quite good on that front. Focus the Mind, perhaps, for some card draw. Yeah, that looks good. Ooh, man, I want the Relic, but what is it realistically going to do in this deck, you know? Not enough, most likely. The upside's there. No, you know what? I like it. I'm going to take it still. And a second one? I probably should take a Resolve or a Snakeskin Veil at this juncture. But I mean, now I might as well splash the Molten Exhale if I'm going to play the Relic. Oh, I'm going to take double Relic. We're going to go off the deep end and have some fun. What the hell? Exhale Wield, excellent. Well, these are all fantastic as well. I kind of like taking the Auroral Procession. Garmog's playable. Land is free. Okay. Cool. And we're getting a Scavenger Regent are open for pack 3. This is my preview card. Botanist is pretty good. Globe is pretty good. 5 dragons right now. The globe is actually kind of great. Well, 5 dragons plus 2 relics, actually. Holy smokes. Globe is actually crazy good. Oh, you know what? Botanist is also insane with 2 relics. Would it be crazy to pass the Regent? God, I guess the power of the Regent's probably too good, but that was a very strong pack. Okay, Warden of the Grove now. Excellent green rare. Passing a Thornwood Falls. Yep, I'm going to take Craterhoof Behemoth. And we are going to try to play Craterhoof Behemoth. Green is super open, which is nice. A second Keru Goldkeeper here, eh? I feel like I'm probably going to end up cutting the Disciple. I guess the Formation Breaker is not great here. I've drafted 0 lands thus far. I should probably just take the Evolving Wilds, let's be real. And the Dismal Backwater now over the Island Dragon, most likely. Yeah. Alright, I'll be a little bit smart. Mostly dumb, but maybe a little bit smart. Synchronized Charge is also crazy strong, but I don't know if it's what we want in this deck. I feel like the Snakeskin Veil might be a little bit better. Fresh start for some more removals. Another Wingblade Disciple, yikes. Probably just going to take the Highlands, though, as a free land. Alright, going to get one of those Durgers after all. I'm going to cut the Formation Breaker. I might cut the Auroral here. I can probably shave one of the Pummelers. God, can we somehow wield the Globe? That would be so sick. Thornwood Falls is an excellent wheel. My concern about the 2 relics is that I don't have a lot of early game creatures. The majority of my creatures are coming down later, right? Which makes the relic worse. But they'll probably still find a play at the end of the day. Jeez, how did we end up with so many? We ended up with 8 dragons here. Kind of crazy. I guess we can run the Blossoming Sands for the 2 Dragons Brood's relics. Yeah, you know what? Humbling Elder might even be fine here to buy us a little bit of time over Champion of Doosan. Go something like this. Now, this is a little bit wild, but I kind of like it. Yeah, our creature curve is not great. I mean, so much freaking top end. Like I said, these relics are actually going to be kind of weak, I feel like, but oh well, it is what it is. Maybe I just need to kind of run the Formation Breaker as an early play. I don't have much synergy with it. guess the Disciple's probably worth running too. Maybe I don't need that Sagu Pummeler. Kind of weird to cut Sagu Pummelers, but I think it might be right. Alright, well. Give this baby a shot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green sources. 2, 3, 4 black sources. 5, 6, 7, 8 blue. Yeah, that's plenty. Okay. Good? I don't know. Fun? I don't know. Just a casual 5-color deck in the format. You know how it goes. Oh man, I've been spewing off lately. I am a percentage gamer right now. That is not great. Is this a keeper? I am going to keep it even though it doesn't do anything. Don't try this at home. So I'm most likely going to grab a Swamp with Evolving Wilds, but I'm going to wait as late as possible to give us the maximum amount of time. I still will play the island out so I can Dispelling potentially here on turn 2. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have taken the Globe out of that pack, but... that's fine. I'll counter ramp. So now I need to get a black source this turn. As that will allow for Fanekeeper's Familiar the following turn. Aegis Sculptor, okay. I wonder if I still Familiar end of turn, if just to surveil 3 if they don't give me something to counter. I can probably afford to wait. Like they might just, yeah, exactly, Roamer's Routine here. And they did get a mountain, okay. Playing out the Dismal since we have the double black of the Regent. Could have also just played out the Regent as a creature. Oh boy, we got a relic off. Can my deck beat another 5-color deck? Yeah, probably. I've got 2 relics, I've got the hoof. I've got some nice top end. It's fine. not too concerned. They only have 3 cards in their hand. And I'm not under that much pressure. Though they could just make a dragon with their relic here if they wanted. Strange game. Not going to counter that. Though that could attack me for 4. Right, if they opt to pay the 3. This is a strange game. Karakik Guardian. Yes, that'll be one I counter. Or attempt to counter. I guess they would need a dragon plus dispelling. Okay, I'm at 12. Warden of the Grove. Okay. So now I can flash in the Stormbrood with a 1/1 counter on it. And that would make it a 5/4, which could just eat the Aegis Sculptor. But from their perspective, I think it's really tempting for them just to use their relic and target my Warden, right? Oh, they're gonna... Okay. Sure. Yeah, I want to get greedy, but I don't think I want to tap out. Like if I tap out for Stormbrood and they kill the Warden in response, that's kind of bad. I might be playing too passively here. I feel like a lot of times when I play like this, I end up losing because then the opponent just has a little bit too much before I start going off. Ah, see. Okay. We can flash this out in response and still get the 1/1 counter on it. Okay, only 1 card left in their hand. Let's go last relic and pass. And now we can flash the Scavenger Regent out as a 5/5, or I can instant speed the the Omen because of the Stormbrood. However, if I did that, then I would lose my Warden of the Grove. So they're tapping in a very specific manner here to leave up 3 mana. So what do they have? Oh? Alright, let's flash it in. Yeah, this is a sick beat for them. Because even if they have a singleton trick, then I'm still eating one of their creatures. Unless it's like exactly Rally the Monastery. But even, yeah. I guess Rally the Monastery, give both their creatures +2/+2. No, that's fine. Wow, they had to lose another dragon to make that play. Excellent. Oh, that doesn't win. So we need to start off by making some dragons here. Pretty sick, though. So now if I hoof, all of my creatures get +4/+4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 26. Yeah, more than... Well, remember, they have 4 lifelink. Oh! That actually works. Wow. Because that's basically casting it for free, and it's going to boost my creatures by an additional 2. That's insane. Holy smokes. Well, this is what I'm talking about. Our deck is fully capable of going over the top. And that's through a 4/4 lifelinker. Yeah, no big deal. Ah, okay, that was delicious. I am pleased with that. I'm on the play. Hand is good. Got the wildling to go. Probably just grab a blue source to start, since we have 2 different blue cards. Although, that being said, blue is also my second most land count color, so I am more likely to draw a blue source than I am to draw red, because I only have, what, 1 mountain. It's actually kind of interesting decision here. Aha, well, that makes that easy. So for this turn, I'm going to go Sniper Pass with Humbling Elder open. I could have also held up Dispelling Exhale, but we'll find other targets. Now, the downside about this play is that if they have a removal spell, they don't lose their creature, but this forces a removal spell on my sniper if they do have one. Or like +3/+0. And that means they're not developing out to their board. Yeah, like this is great. Get humbled. Zergo's Vanguard. Okay. They might play some better hits for it, but I think I'm going to use my mana efficiently there. See, now I'm getting punished. Because the Windcrag Siege is very problematic and I can't counter it. So, like, if I had let the Vanguard resolve, I would have been able to exhale it on my turn and still had up the Dispelling on the following turn, so... That was the downside of the play I made. Alright, I'm just going to make the free block here, I think. I don't really care if they want to use a trick to kill my Elder. Plus, if I block with the Wildling and they do kill the Wildling, then I can't exhale at instant speed. Alright, so they're just going to cash in the token for a card. I am fine with that. Warden's decent. Actually, we might be able to get them here. I go Warden Pass. It turns into a 3/3. If they decide to blow up their headliner to try to kill my Warden, I can Molten Exhale a different creature in response, and it's only going to do 2 damage. Now, if they go to combat first to make that play, then they can still do that, but I'm okay if they do that. I think we want to hold the Exhale for either blowing out their headliner activation or just killing a more relevant threat down the road. Wild Ride their lifelinker. Okay. Well, Humbling Elder, really, really nice this game. What is going on here? I guess they could have... No, they could already cast it. Rally the Monastery. Okay. Actually, yeah, why would I lose my creature? I'd rather just block like this. So the thing is, I'm not blocking the headliner, because if I do, then they for sure sacrifice it. Okay. This worked out for us. That was a weird play, though, if that's all they had. That's going to be really good. Need one land with that. Yeah, that was a weird play. On their part, that is. So it turns out, had I blocked another creature, would have worked out really nicely. Alright, well, we'll just make them sack and kill the Warden at this point. It's too bad, though. They had exactly enough. Alright, land here is great, untapped. The dragon's not bad. I would really like to just be able to activate our Dragon Brood's Relic, though. Yeah, on that turn that... oh, that's going to be a big hit from the Vanguard. Fair enough. On the turn that they had the Lightfoot technique, I should have probably blocked with one more creature and just forced the action. I ended up letting them effectively trade away with my Warden with their 1-drop. This is the classic matchup of the format, though. This is the Boros versus 5-color soup. Am I okay taking 12? Yep. Oh, it's actually silly how badly I want to just draw an untapped land here. They're going to start mass attacking, right? These are both mobilize 1. So 2, 4, 6, 8. That'd be 9 attackers. So I'm going to go to 1 here if they have nothing. If they have something, I'm dead. Which, priority's being held, so that's not a good sign. Alright, I assume I'm dead here. Which sucks because this game would have been trivial if I had hit that 8th mana source. We would have been able to make the 4/4 flying lifelink, which would have killed their Vanguard. And by the looks of it, they didn't have a way to deal with the 4/4 lifelink flyer, which just races them, so... good beats. That game was very winnable. And again, maybe if I had blocked the headline of the other turn, I would have been okay. Feels like I've been stuck on 7 when I want to hit 8 in a lot of my games recently. On the play here, pretty good hand. Not gonna mind grabbing a red source with the wildling if we want to. Though we do want to have access to black. I guess I still should have played out the island. If my opponent plays the 2-1 haste, I'm gonna get punished. Okay, not punished, thankfully. And we are going to definitely just blow up the Shock Brigade. So, another classic Boros matchup. Hopefully we can beat this one. Come on, hasty 2-1s. Hasty 2-1s. Hasty 2-1s. So if they had a hasty 2-1, they would have played it first. For the flurry trigger. Oh. Okay, just vanilla 2-2. Actually, wow, that Focus the Mind was fantastic, because I can Humble the Elder to gain 3 life and Focus the Mind this turn. So flash this out, target Sarkin, lock the Mardu Devotee. Okay, it's fine. They are going wide like Boros does, though. Oh, I have a Scavenger Regent in this deck. I mean, I don't have any black sources yet. Oh, there's one. Ooh. I guess we're discarding Hoof here. Then let's go Disciple into Fresh Start on their Underdog. Make a bird. I'm not running the Auroral Procession, am I? I think I cut that. Yeah, I don't have... No way to get the Hoof back from my graveyard. That's fine. Another Mardu Devotee, sure. Ah, we're doing totally fine here. Double top again, huh? Okay. Now, it doesn't take much for them to push through, of course, but... Second black source wasn't necessarily bad. Oh boy, if we can find our Scavenger Drake, it's going to be really hard to lose. This was a fantastic draw, though. Because with them only on 4 lands, I can guarantee counter anything they play, unless it's literally uncounter. Actually, I guess that's not true, huh? If they have the Inevitable Defeat, not only does it get through the ward because it's uncounterable, it gets through my Dispelling. And with the Mardu Devotee, they could in fact cast it here. The problem is going to be if my opponent has multiple relevant cheap tricks / removal, right? Oh, here we go. One by one clicks, huh? Okay. Go for an eat here. And an eat here. Take 6 on the surface. And see what their plan is. This is risky to cast something into this much mana. Wait, make tokens? That cannot have been right. Oh, they are getting blown the heck out. I guess it was right, but we get to blow them out here. Wow. They should have just cast... Wow, that was really strange. They messed up because they went for the Uber value. They should have pumped and then had that as a backup. That would have been incredible for them. Now, I'm still in bad shape if they can get through this island dragon, right? So, my land... Double top for the 3rd time. Holy smokes. I need to find something here. Anything that can block a 2/2 is generally good. Okay, we're not doing too bad then. This is a scavenging drake or dragon waiting room. Okay, that can get rid of the 4/4, but that's not that bad. Because if the Gold Keeper trades away with the Feral, then I can renew onto my Humbling Elder and still have an okay blocker. That's good as well. Let's see, I have 5/10, so I can do both here. I wouldn't expect them to attack all this turn, but they can attack all next turn after making 2 more 2/2s for sure. Oh, okay. Well, this worked out well for us. I'm only taking 4, and we get to eat 2 of the 2/2s. Brutal. Oh, and they get to remove all the counters from my Humbling Elder and bounce their Dragonstorm again. That is so sick. I mean, I have twice the lands they do. Admittedly, they scryed 3 different times. However, that being said, they put them on top every single time, so... I have to block like this turn because I need to exhale their teeming Dragonstorm. So, I just need to rip something next turn, but... Come on! And that doesn't do it. Block, 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 take 4 exactly. Well, I have to... They have to make the play. I'm dead on board currently. Yeah, and they went for it. Ah, so sick, dude. What can you do there, though? Brutal. Oh, this format has not been kind to me lately. Good beats. Okay. Well, I think we played it well. And, I mean, I would have been just completely dominated had on that one turn they didn't fire off the... Like, yeah, they went for the rush play just to get 2 more tokens for post-duty, but... As a result, I was able to completely blow them out, and then... then I still lost anyways. So... Feels bad. It is what it is. We draw a scavenging region there. Scavenger region there. We just instantly win at any point, basically. All right, another good hand. Ooh, man, this might be the lowest I've ever been in limited mythic. Yikes. Do I want to hold up Dispelling on turn 2? Probably right. Agent of Kotis. Sultai? Okay, we can Humbling Elder the Agent of Kotis another turn. I'm not going to counter Einok. I do think I will probably cycle the Durger now at end of turn. I didn't want to do it to save 2 damage because then I couldn't hold up the counter. Okay. Relic's actually really nice with Humbling Elder later on. Shrink it, eat it. Sure, they have some value in the graveyard, but that's whatever. Totally fine with this. That is another nice draw. Now we're just playing Sultai Flash over here. Formation Breaker. Okay. I'm gonna go with the Exhale there. Because they only spent 2 mana out of 5, so I can still Dispelling again if they have another card. The Botanist. Alright, I'll counter with that with the Familiar then. I mean, now they can cast a 4-drop or something, but don't really have the luxury of just sitting back forever. That's fine. Do not mind that. In fact, that's a welcome sight because they would have been able to hardcast the dragon and kill my Relic otherwise. Alright, I am tapping out. So they're going to have free reign. I am A-okay with that play. And I am A-okay with that play. These are all extremely beatable. Land. Dragon. Shoot their Wayfarer. And we're sitting pretty. Sure, again, I do not mind paying 5 to untap my 4/4 Flying Lifelink. If that's what it comes to. It's the last card in your hand, friend. I will take the 4 here. And let's just untap. We could have also activated the land to have surveilled, but this is just a 2-turn clock if they continue to attack. Alright, nice. Not bad. Got a lot of work to do. Especially if I want to climb back to the top 250. This is very late in the season, only a few days left. I think this deck is pretty solid. Could have used a couple more early game creatures, some leopards or whatever, it would have been nice, but it's got decent removal, good mana, pretty nice top end. We'll be cycling off some of these dragons here. The leopard, you got me. I probably want to wait to play the Disciple until I can hold up the Snakeskin Veil, would be my guess. Well, I kind of have to fresh start the Leopard here, right? Otherwise, the Leopard just blows up the fresh start off of whatever else. Oh, you know what? I can't... I might as well cast this now. I can't cast it on their turn anyways because of the voice. Sure, good beats. Yep, if that wasn't specifically Voice of Victory, I would have been able to have Snakeskin Veil for their damn resolve. Man, that's so sick. That's like the only card there. Looks like they're like Abzan aggro. Double top? My opponent's Mardu Devotees are the best cards ever. Yeah. That's fine. Can't tap down with the dragon, but we get to play it out as a creature next turn. I'm assuming the Warden's gonna die. I mean... Sure, I'll take 4. Okay, so maybe they just have another pump effect then. Which is fine. We really need to find some other stuff here. We have a ton of good draws. We also have quite a few bad draws, but we have a ton of good draws. Alright, that's a 4-3 draw card. Any castable creature is fantastic for us. Okay. I mean, maybe that's the best land. No, Kishla would have been better. It was another Sarkhan's Resolve. I mean, if they can also kill my Warden, we're just straight up dead. So they have a third Sarkhan's Resolve? Seriously? I guess I could just take this and pray that I draw a hoof, but that seems like a losing endeavor as well. That's what it has to be, right? It's a third Sarkhan. I mean, I guess they have the Mardu Devotee, but given the previous turns... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I'm just gonna go like this and assume... Now, if it is Sarkhan's Resolve and I make this block, they might not even use it anymore. They just trade with both of the 1/1 tokens, exactly. Hit me for a big amount and save it for lethal next turn. Getting the Voice of Victory off the battlefield, though, is worth it. Oh, man, really? That's so brutal. That is so brutal. Good beats. I mean, what can you do? Oh? So it wasn't. What was it then that they had? They had to have had something. I mean, this is how my drafts have been going lately, man. I think this was a decent deck. And we just lost to, I guess, that type of thing every time. 2 wins is also like some of the worst. Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess this was a little bit land heavy. This was 17 lands with 2 Sagu Wildlings, but still, 1 land difference doesn't account for as many lands as we drew in some of those games as well. But I could have gone 16 lands with Pummeler. That would have been fine. That sucks. Beyond the fact that I'm just getting tired of the Boros / 5 color of the format already, running this poorly certainly doesn't help my attitudes of the format. But it's all right. Sometimes you go through a little bit of a downswing. We still have like a 63% win rate overall, which is fine, but especially this last week, it's been brutal. We'll pick it up next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.